Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Lit Show. I'm your host, Jeremy Fee. It's St. Patrick's Day, so happy St. Patrick's Day to you. It's my currently reading and to be read TBR video for March 2023. This month, because it's March, we've got March of the Mammoths and we've got March Mystery Madness. For March of the Mammoths, I've got a mammoth from historical fiction, Ken Follett's book, The Evening and the Morning. I am reading this as a buddy read with Alan from the BookTube channel, Big Hard Books and Classics. Interesting videos. Some people call him Mr. Mayhem because his last name sounds like the word mayhem. So we've been having some fun discussions back and forth on Voxer, talking about the story. I enjoy Ken Follett's historical fiction. I think Pillars of the Earth is one of the best books ever written, one of the best novels ever. World Without End was also very good. This is a prequel to those two stories. There's another mammoth that I want to get to this month, assuming I have time. I love the fantasy novels of John Gwynne. I've been reading the Bloodsworn series, but I need to go back and read his older fantasy novels. I believe from 2012, it's called Malice, Book 1 of The Faithful and the Fallen. I want to read it. I want to get through the Faithful and the Fallen series. So hopefully that'll be good to start this month. For March Mystery Madness, I've got some mysteries for you. From Agatha Christie, I've arrived at book 5 in the Tommy and Tuppence series, finishing out the series with these two fun characters. It's a couple who investigate crimes, mysteries together. Tuppence is a fascinating character. She usually gets them involved somehow with something that she picks up on. And in this case, they are now older, basically retirement age after getting married and having a family, and they've moved into a new place, and she's found an old book in the library, and it's got clues to some sort of mystery. So that sets them on the route of one more mystery to solve, I guess, as they settle down in their old age. It's a touching story. The other big mystery for this month is The Black-Eyed Blonde. It's a Philip Marlowe novel written by Benjamin Black. Benjamin Black is a pseudonym, an alias, but this author picked up the character Philip Marlowe, a classic character, hard-boiled detective, and is willing to give us a new Marlowe novel. They base the new film Marlowe off of this story, off of this idea. I am a sucker for looking at books and watching the film and comparing the differences from one to the other. So maybe at some point I'll have a video out talking about that with this book and the new film. Also this month, we've got a film out, an adaptation, Knock at the Cabin. It is based on Paul Tremblay's book, The Cabin at the End of the World, so I thought it would be a neat idea to read that book and compare the book with the movie as another good adaptation. For nonfiction this month, there was a recommendation from the Texas Speech Communication Association, one of the professional organizations that I'm a part of as a teacher and a speech and debate coach. The nonfiction book, I Didn't Do the Thing, Letting Go of Productivity Guilt. I'm sure you can imagine as a teacher, sometimes the job feels impossible. You just can't do everything on your to-do list. They recommended this book, and I found as I got into the book, it didn't turn out to be everything that I wanted it to be, unfortunately. I even used my audiobook credit, my free audiobook credit this month so I could get the book and listen to it. And it's been a little bit of a letdown. So I don't know how well it's going to do in the genre war book battle at the end of the month, but it may be a mess at the end of the month since I've taken on those mammoths. I haven't even figured out what science fiction I'm going to read for the month as we are getting closer and closer to the end of March. I may be just trying to squeeze something in, maybe a really short old classic paperback or an old sci-fi audiobook that I've got in my collection somewhere, something short that I can take care of in a day or so, just so I have something for the sci-fi category this month. An amusing book that I was able to get in this month. I like celebrity memoirs. I've got a whole stack of them sitting around. I love memoirs in general, but celebrities tend to put funny moments, interesting things into their life stories. And Ron White wrote a comedy memoir, which is basically a lot of his stand-up comedy, which includes stories he tells from his time on the road. So this month it's I Had the Right to Remain Silent, but I Didn't Have the Ability. A really funny memoir collection of stories from Ron White. Also this month, excitingly, we've got two booktubers who have fantasy debut novels. One of them is by Jessica Haas, known here on BookTube as Jess the Book Freak. If you watch her channel, you know she has done a lot of funny skits, and lately she's been talking about being an author, writing stories, going through that whole process. Her book is paranormal urban fantasy. It's called The Lakeside Cemetery. I've already started it. It's a delightful read. I believe that it's written very well. The characters are really interesting. I've just been hopping back and forth with a lot of different books throughout the month, trying to do the readathons, read-alongs, buddy reads, all that good stuff. But I will have her book finished by the end of the month. The other one is not out yet, but I have pre-ordered from Philip Chase, The Way of Edon. I just recently watched reviews from Patrick Leo, Joanna, Alexandria, all of them talking very highly about this debut novel from Philip Chase. So expectations are set really high. You know, with these booktuber books, I actually normally have the expectations set low because I'm thinking, you know, it's this person's first book, or, you know, they're just doing their best writing it in the time that they have. But this time, I'm going to go in with high expectations, and let's hope it goes well. That's it for my currently reading TBR this month. As always, you are awesome. I appreciate you listening to the video, appreciate whatever comments you have down below, and I need book recommendations for April. I may just be out of the loop because I've been so busy this month, but I actually don't know of April readathons or read-alongs that are going on. In my file where I keep track of the months, I've just got a big old blank for April because I'm not sure. I do know that Horror Mayhem is coming up for May, and that is very exciting, but I'm not sure what to read in April other than trying to continue the various series and authors and challenges that I already have. So feel free to leave that down below, whatever book recommendations you have that you think I can slip in April 2023. But that's it for now. Every day is a good day for a book talk. Peace.